1, 2, 3, 2.
Hi everybody, my name is Robbie Mangiardi and I'm here on Indiegogo trying to raise a few funds to help me finish up a project I'm doing in the studio. As I said, I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm from Los Angeles, California, originally out of New York City, and I've been writing songs since I'm 18 years old. As you can see, I'm not 18 now, and for whatever reason, I never really jumped into the ring as a songwriter. We all have our excuses, so I won't go into that. But one of the legitimate reasons is I just wanted to get with the right players, and I said, I can't afford these guys, and I never could meet them. I had a series of events happen, fortunately, this year, which made all this possible. The song you're listening to right now is called Tired Old Texan Who Sings Country Western But Don't Have a Song of His Own. I wrote this when I was like 26 years old, and what happened is this. I'll break it down to you. I have a friend out here named Pete DeCoste. That's Pete. He's a drummer from Boston, New York, and now out here in Los Angeles. He's a great drummer. Really good friend. I went over to his house and I said, you know, I never play my songs for anybody, but I didn't know what to do, and I just played him a few songs. That's how backed up I was. Pete says, you know, these songs aren't bad, and I have a friend I want to introduce you to, and that friend was this guy. This is Herb Pedersen. Herb is a lion in the music industry and is respected by, the respect he has from his peers is without parallel. He's one of the best pure rhythm flat pickers in the country, one of the best vocalists in the country, and a great songwriter. He's played with everybody. The guy right next to him is Chris Hillman. That's one of the guys he's played with. From the Byrds, Flying Burrito Brothers. They had their own group in the 80s called the Desert Rose Band. You know, Herb has played with On the Road, sang and played with Emmylou Harris, John Denver. He's played in the studio with people like James Taylor, John Fogerty, Dan Fogelberg, Merle Haggard, Buck Owens. The list goes on and on and on. So to make a long story short, and I like telling stories, that's what I do. I went over to Pete's house, and Pete said these songs aren't bad. So I said, I'm going to bring Herb over here. So Herb came over one day, and my hands were shaking so much I couldn't even play the guitar. It was like someone who likes golfing teeing up with Tiger Woods. I was scared to death, and Herb's been there and done that just a few times. And I played him one of my songs, Sooner or Later, which I wrote this year, and Herb heard it, and he said, you know, that's not bad. So I played him another song. He said, you know, that's not bad either. And then I played him this song, which is called Tired Old Texan Who Sings Country Western But Don't Have No Songs of His Own. And Pete says, you know, you ought to record that song. And I said, really? It's not that commercial. And he said, well, let's just go in the studio. Don't worry about what's commercial. So Herb, in turn, got me some of the best players. Since I was a kid, I would say, oh, if I could only get a great pedal steel player, a great mandolin player, or a great stand-up bass player, these songs would sound the way I wanted them to sound. Well, he got the very best, and I'll just show you a few of them right here on the computer screen. This is all low-tech, low-budget. This guy right here is a guy named Skip Edwards. He's played with a ton of people. He's probably most famous for work he's done with Dwight Yoakam as a piano player, but he plays pedal steel and accordion on this song that you're listening to. Hear it? Tired Old Texan. He came in, sat down, and just killed it. And then I have these two gentlemen. This is Bill Bryson, who's a legendary stand-up bassist in this area for years, for decades. This guy, Patrick Salbert, in my humble opinion, is one of the best mandolin and banjo players in the USA. I say that proudly. Anyway, these guys and a few other musicians came in and recorded with me, and I mean, you can hear it in the background. It just, I mean, the first time I heard this song on earphones, I actually started crying because it sounds so good. And you know, I've put most of my money into this, but I'm kind of running dry, and I'm trying to raise $4,000 here on Indiegogo over a 30-day period. So I'm asking you, and you are mostly my family and my friends. I have 8 brothers and sisters around the world, and my friends here in Los Angeles and New York, to circulate this to people who might be interested in supporting the arts. And that's what this is about. I think music, when it's done right, is a very powerful and positive force in the world. So I hope you can do it. Thanks for listening, and have a great day and a Happy New Year. Bye-bye now. Happy New Year, and thanks for listening.